A little bit about me. My name is James Clegg. Most people call me Clegg, a lot of the guys I work with. What I do for a living is I'm actually a pipe fitter slash certified welder. I'm more in the management side of it now, superintendent type general foreman. So I don't do a lot of the same physical labor that I used to do a few years back, but that's a new challenge for me mentally. Not so much physically anymore what it used to be, but anyway, it's fun. It pays the bills. It pays well. I'm a union guy. That's just, you know, the way it works around here. That's what we do. I live in the Atlanta area. My wife, I have been married for about, I think, 11 years, almost 12 years. Let's see, I got 2 kids, one almost 6 years old and one almost 2 years old. So between work and regular life with the kids and my wife, it doesn't leave a lot of time to come out to the shop and do the things I'd like to do. But what time I do get, I really enjoy it out here. This is kind of my place that keeps me sane. Everybody has their own things that you know, they tend to do to keep them in touch with reality and you know, essentially not kill anybody. And this is my place. Like I said, I'm a welder by trade, pipe fitter. I have been in the mechanical, I guess, business for many years. I was a certified motorcycle technician for Honda, Kawasaki, Yamaha, and BMW for a number of years. I have some schooling with electronics. I did biomedical work for a big dialysis company for 3 or 4 years, so I have a pretty good understanding of low voltage electronics and basically household type electrical stuff. Not a lot of residential, or not a lot of industrial or commercial type stuff, but mostly lower voltage stuff. It's not a big issue for me, so that's good to have in my back pocket. Always been a mechanical guy. I love to fabricate. I love building Jeeps and just anything metal and or mechanical. I love it. So, and I love all aspects of it. My dad builds hot rods for a living and was a machinist for many, many years. He's retired now. But I kind of just gravitated towards the machinist aspect of what he did, and he taught me a few things, but I really didn't get into the machining aspect of things until I was an adult, basically, in the last few years, really. And of course, it's mostly all self-taught. I bought a little milling machine and a lathe many years ago just to kind of tinker with at the house. I didn't know anything about any of it. I still learn every day, but when I bought the machines, I truly didn't know what I was doing. And I've come a long way since then. This is one of those trades where you never really, it takes, you know, just a few minutes to learn a certain thing or two, but it takes a lifetime to truly master it, and I don't think I'm anywhere near that point, and probably never will be, and that's okay. But I'm enjoying it. It's fun. Like I said, it's really awesome to have the technology we do today to be able to learn from other people, like on YouTube or just on the different Facebook groups or, you know, internet chats and all that. It's nice to be able to pull information from all those different mediums, and makes it a lot more fun. So I have videos on my page where it shows you my shop. It's a pretty small shop. There's nothing special about it. I'm very proud of it. It's a 22 foot by 20 foot. It's a 2-car garage is what it is, basically. Living as close to Atlanta in the city as we do, the property is pretty expensive, and it's what we could afford, and I'm very happy to have it because it's not really a common setup in this area without spending a whole lot of money, and it is what it is. So I make it work. I wish I had a giant, you know, 100 foot by 100 foot shop that I could fill it full of stuff, because I'm sure that I would fill it full of stuff, but I don't. So pretty much if it's in this shop, I use it often, and if for some reason I find myself not using something, like I've had parts washing machine and stuff like that over the years, and it's like, you know, I might use that once every 8 months, and it's taking up valuable space, so it goes and usually something comes in its place. At this point, I've been here in this house almost 8 years, 7.5 years, and I've got it pretty dialed in to how I like it. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff packed into this one area, and because of that, you have to keep it really clean in order to actually do any work and be able to find stuff or not trip over everything. So that's about the only good thing about having a small shop. You got to keep it clean. So yeah, you know, like I said, I've detailed in other videos kind of around the shop and what's in the shop, but just wanted to give you like a little breakdown of who I am and what I am. I just do this for a hobby. Like I said, I would rather buy this old lathe and spend time, you know, making the backsplash and making the tool holder rack and making the coolant system and building my own little CNC mill. That to me is my hobby. A lot of people will buy a CNC machine to do something else, like to make knives or to make gun parts or, you know, do gunsmithing or whatever. And I don't really have that. Fabrication is what I do. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's for me or for my buddies or just for some random people for some side money. I just like tools. I like mechanical things, and I like to make shit. And so that's why I do it. That's why I'm here. So yeah, that pretty much covers it. I'm going to try to start editing these videos to where it's better than just me walking around with a cell phone. It gets a little shaky. But like I said, I'm new at it, and bear with me. I get a little long-winded like I did with this video, so my apologies. But I'll definitely start filming some more projects as I get the lathe set up, as I get my CNC milling machine finished. I've got to do the power drawbar on the bridge port, which is actually across from me right now. My camera is actually attached. I have one of those little grippy finger things that attaches to stuff, like around items, that holds the camera. It's like a tripod, but it's got little whatever. And it's actually sitting on the Y-axis handle of my knee mill. So anyway, that's what's holding the camera. I got a lot of things I want to do. I've got a CNC plasma that I'm probably 30% done with it. I didn't want to do any more to it until I got my CNC mill done. Just a lot of stuff going on. I want to be able to document it, if for no other reason than it's fun, and I don't know, maybe somebody can get something out of it. You know, there's been so many times I've been able to search on YouTube for an issue I'm having, or, you know, just to kill time and see what other guys that are like me that have similar interests that are doing. And so yeah, that's why I'm doing it. There's no specific reason. If anybody has any questions about what I do out here or anything specific you might see in the videos that you want to know, you know, more about, I'll be glad to respond to you with a video just to make it easier. Sometimes it's easier to do a quick video to explain something as opposed to trying to write it out or type it out and have someone understand it. But anyway, it's getting long, and that's all I wanted to do. Appreciate it. And next project up should probably be the coolant system for the lathe. And we'll see you then.